When the final rose touched the top of my wife's casket and mourners trickled away one by one, I turned to find my son, my only child, gone. No final hug. No words. Not even a glance back. He left me there in the cemetery alone, beneath a colorless sky, standing beside the woman we both said we loved. He didn't just walk away from her grave. He walked away from me. That moment didn't just wound me. It broke something deep inside. But what Daniel didn't know was this. His betrayal had already put something else into motion. Something that would shake the very bones of the business he worshipped. My name is Thomas Whitaker. I'm 76 years old. And until a few months ago, I believed there was nothing more sacred than family. That belief died the day my son turned his back on me at his mother's funeral. Eleanor and I were married for 53 years. Through illnesses, debt, house repairs, and even my cancer diagnosis, she never left my side. She was my home, my compass, the quiet strength that held me together. She stood by me when I made a mistake, loaning Daniel nearly everything we had for a business he said would make our name proud. 4 years ago, he came with promises, a slick pitch deck, market projections, that charming salesman's grin. Dad, this is the next big thing, our family legacy. I gave him my retirement, not as a loan, as an investment in my son's dream. He said I'd never have to worry again. I didn't realize then that what he meant was I would be forgotten. At first it was small things. He stopped calling. He missed birthdays. Then he stopped inviting me to meetings, calling my ideas outdated. Eleanor noticed it too. He's not the same, she told me one night by the fire. The business changed him. Still, she loved him, and I hoped he'd come back to himself. But then, she passed. A heart attack. Peaceful, they said. But peace was the last thing I felt. The funeral felt like a blur. Cold condolences. Strangers' hands on my shoulder. I searched for my son. For someone to grieve with. But Daniel, he was already in his BMW before the eulogy even ended. That was the final crack. But it wasn't the start. Because 6 months before, Eleanor, always intuitive, had urged me to quietly add my name to Daniel's business documents. As a safety net. Just in case, she'd whispered. Protect what's yours. So after the funeral, instead of going home, I went to my lawyer. Daniel had built a tech empire. Offices with glass walls and standing desks. Big money clients. Glowing articles in magazines. But I knew what others didn't. Behind the polish were flaws. And I knew where to dig. Over the following weeks, I used my legal authority as a silent partner to take back control. I froze 3 business accounts. I rerouted profits to pay off silent debts he was hiding from the board. I cancelled luxury perks and brought back an employee he had fired for challenging him, an employee I had once mentored during the startup's infancy. Then I called the board. And I showed them everything. The manipulated metrics. The delayed vendor payments. The emails mocking old dinosaurs with dusty values, me included. When I finished, the boardroom fell into silence. Then the chairman, an old friend, gave a slow nod. The next morning, Daniel came into the office to find his key cards restricted. His title changed. His department reassigned. He now worked under me. He barged into my temporary office, eyes wild. You stabbed me in the back. I didn't flinch. You left me standing at your mother's grave, Daniel. That wasn't a slip-up. That was a choice. You chose your business over your family. You destroyed what I built. No, I said, quiet and steady. I saved it. You were running it straight into the ground. For once, he had no comeback. I didn't do it to humiliate him. I did it to remind him. Legacy isn't found in spreadsheets or shareholder meetings. It's in loyalty, in memory, in love. It's been 3 months. Daniel still works at the company, quieter now, humbled, different. We don't talk much beyond what's needed. But last week, he showed up at Eleanor's grave, brought lilies, sat beside me on the bench. Silent. It wasn't an apology, but maybe it was a start. I'll never hold my wife again. But maybe, just maybe, I helped bring my son back.